Hey you guys, it's Tonya and I'm here with my final video of Marion Smith's 31-day challenge for January 2012. And I have to say, Marion, I have absolutely enjoyed working with your digital printouts, and it has inspired me a lot this month. I've got a lot of things accomplished, and it's really a lot of fun to go back and look at all of the things that happen in our lives on a day-to-day basis that we totally take for granted. And I know some of the things that I put in here are not necessarily family oriented, but they are things that inspire me, or things that stimulate me, or things that keep me going. So it's a lot of fun, and this is going to be an awesome keepsake for my family. Now, I have given pretty much a step-by-step every week update of all of the things that I've done, but I have added a few extra stuff. So what I'm going to do, since this is a conclusion video, I am going to flip through all of the pages, but I'm not going to give full details unless I've changed something. So you can go back and reference other videos to find out what happened on those days. But and then I think I left off on day 25, so I'll give you a walkthrough of days 25 through 31. So basically, this is my cover. I finally got it bound. Look at how chunky monkey this is. Oh my goodness, I'm in love and love. And not all of this is embellishment. Some of it is part of the things that I was given during the week or the month. So to get started, I told in the first video I put the light bulb to the inside because I wanted to decorate my cover. And then there's day one, and of course here's day one's photo. And then I put a photo here. Here's day two photo, me putting the book together. Day three's photo was organization and some of my favorite organizational things, which are in here. Then day four, I used the pocket, and there's a photograph on the back of this index card that I had created and shared with everybody on my blog, and that's psychomoms.com. And then here's a continuation of day four, my son playing around with one of his friends. And then I changed out this one because I downloaded this page, and I wanted to use it because it's so beautiful, so I wanted it to be in the book. So what I did was, this was my sushi inspiration for color challenge. So I just glued it down onto this page and replaced what was in there from before. And before I had it on this note card, and it was just a little piece in here like this. So I just put a slit in here to include this card because I had glued down our fortune cookies and I'd done some doodling. So I just put it down inside of here. So there's day five. Then on day six, this was supposed to be, the envelope was supposed to go inside of this pocket, I believe. So I didn't use it, so I put it on here as a separate page. So because I've done that with a couple of these, I ended up, not needing all of the designs that Marion had made, but I still found a way to incorporate all but one into this album. So I'll share that with you. But anyway, so here's my doodling on my picture for that day. I'd gotten this gift. And then this is one of those exceptions. I had made this photograph in Photoshop, and I hadn't had her download yet, so I just bound it and put it in here. And I couldn't find a way to take this and put it onto the leftover one. So anyway, on this one, I shared with you guys how to shrink down this image, which is this background image, to make like a little note card, which was super cute. So I did my journaling on there, and then just put a pocket and put day 8. There's my layout that I had made that day. And then on this page, I shared with you my little doggy, which is day 9. Again, I kind of combined this, which got me into a mess at the end, but that's okay. And then on day 10, I have this, and I did some journaling. There's these were some things that I've got in the works that I'm working on, so I spent some time on my computer. On day 11, I had received my travel log, or a travel log, from a friend of mine, so I wanted to document that I had received it. And I received this beautiful flower later on, but I added it onto this page because I just liked the way it looked. This is my beautiful daughter Brittany, who on day 12 I kind of cameoed her a little bit, and she's a senior this year, so I have a letter that I wrote that I put in there. On the 13th, I had gotten this awesome little cell phone holder to put on my desk from one of my squirrely sisters, Lena. Thank you, Lena. And put it in here. I wrote about that. On day 14, I went on a cruise with my mother-in-law and father-in-law to celebrate their anniversary, and I took this picture of the lighthouse, and then I have some pictures in here of our family that we took on the cruise. Love the envelopes, love them. And then that's my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And then this is day 15. We went to the lake, spent the weekend at the lake, and so my picture was of the lake. And then I wrote a little thing while I had my quiet time out on the end of the dock while the sun came up. And then this is day 16. I got up a little bit earlier and caught the sun coming up. You know, it was really dark when I went out there, so I caught a different kind of sunset. Thought it was beautiful, took a picture of it, and then sat out there till the sun completely rose. This I changed. This was day 17. I left this in here. I had gotten this package from one of my squirrel sisters, Tammy, of all of these handmade doilies, which one of them was the one that I showed you here. It's crocheted. And I love this envelope. Oh my gosh, Marion, I think this is my favorite envelope in the whole stack. But I really, really love this. And the size, oh, love it. So anyway, I just took and journaled a little bit on here. And then put the photograph here for that. So this was one of those little note cards that I switched out. Then I switched out day 18. I shared with you guys that last week. So I switched that one out to this page. And then I added this. This is in addition to day 18. I told you guys that my nephew fell and broke his arm. There's a little monster. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love him to death. Y'all, this is Mr. Cooper. You guys see him on my channel frequently. He'll come in and do some things. But this is him. He's going to work with Dad, so he put on his dad's work boots, which are like a size 13 men's, and he's like 5 years old, so they're adorable. And I stole these pictures off of her Facebook page, so I didn't want to count off my sister-in-law's Facebook page, so I didn't want to count it as my day 18. This was day 18, but I still wanted to document that he broke his arm that day. And then there's this picture of him in the hospital, and then there's the day I went to deliver the strawberries to him. So I just put those on this little card. Love this envelope. This is my second favorite envelope. Just absolutely love it. And then on this day, I did some cards for some kids with cancer for Valentine's Day for Liz, and told about that. On day 20, I had made the chocolate-covered strawberries for Cooper, and took them to him to make him smile. On I guess that was day 20. Day 21, I went to Brighton's basketball game where he was the coach, and wrote a little letter to him in here. And then I also have added, since we last talked, a close-up picture of him as a ref at the game. And then wrote a little bit about that on here. And then on day 22, I did my travelogue entry for the travelogue that I had received earlier. And then on day 23, that's me. My picture. Marion made us do that. Then on day 24, I shared with you guys my foil heart. And then that was my picture and my love letter to my honey. And then on this day, it was about the tree. Oh my goodness, I love this tree. And then I had received this package from Yvonne. And I think this is where I left off. Then I go to day 26, and Brighton had a basketball game, of course, he always does, and the news broadcast was there. So I took a picture of the TV screen because Brighton was on TV, and although they weren't talking about him necessarily, he was in the background, but still, it was kind of cool. So his little claim to fame, I took a picture of that and talked about it on here. And then I wrote the word jock down here because I had some extra stickers left over and it just kind of fit. So love, this is like one of my all-time favorite ones too. And I shared with you guys in the last video that this was actually large envelope, like the size of the book. And I shrunk it down 80% to get it little. But if you're going to shrink it, make sure you shrink the insert as well, so they match. Then on day 27, I just did a little fan fold. I have some private stuff written on the back of this insert, but loved it. Love it, love it, love it. So I threw it in there. I thought this browns, these orange flowers kind of brought out some of those browns. So this is day 27, and on day 27 I hung out with some friends and I made some clay roses. So I took a picture of the clay roses, and I didn't want to cover this up because this is like one of my favorite pages in this entire book. And so what I did was I just put it on there with tissue tape. And then on, I guess this is day, what, 27. This is day 28, which I put on here. And I had gone shopping with a friend of mine to She Scrapbooks and the Villages. And I talk in here about dodging golf carts. And this is a golf cart community. And Marion taught there, so she'll tell you it's hilarious. Everybody gets around with shopping carts. But anyway, talked about that a little bit. And they wouldn't let me take pictures in the store, so I couldn't get pictures. They had these really neat displays. But before we left, I went to my nephew's basketball game that Brighton coaches at, and I took some pictures of my nephews. So I have Trey and I have Colton, the Alsabrook boys. I love you both so much. And I made this little pocket fold out that has more pictures of them in there. Super cute. Love it, love it. Then on the 29th, I just kind of took it easy, played around with some felt, making some felt flowers. I used my MFT dies, and I also used some of my Tim Holtz. I used the tattered pine cone die and made these, so I took a picture of them. And then in here, I have a little thing about the person that I'm sending them to that I wrote in here. It's a little special note. And then just kind of highlighting that. Love this. Put some vintage, or this is some Prima trim down here at the bottom that I got from Flamingo Scraps. And then on this day, there was just a lot of journaling on this day. So what I decided to do was I had to brainstorm some ideas for blog posts and things like that. So I kind of went over all of that in here. Crazy day at work, lots of things going on. So basically what I did was I just tried to gather up some of my I want to do lists of things to do kind of thing for blog posts and things like that. So there's that. I'll put it in there in a minute. And then my picture for that day was I had gotten my Scrapbook, etc. magazine a couple of days before, and oh my goodness, this is one of the things I want to blog about, is how I read magazines, because my magazines are always post-it noted up like crazy. So that's something I'm going to do on a blog, so I don't want to go into too many details on that. And then on day 31, a lot of things going on that day. Crazy day at work. Had my window replaced, my windshield replaced. I had to go boat. I put my I boated sticker on there, and got some sketches done of some things I want to do on my blog, and maybe some printables. And then on my way home, Brighton calls me and goes, "Mom, I have a present for you. I have a present for you." And it was his friend Eric. When I got home, this was my present. So he's so cute, isn't he? So anyway, and then Eric, of course, was like, "Are you gonna make a cake? Because I really love it when you make a cake." Blah blah blah. So I had to make a cake, because you know I love it when these boys want me to spoil them, and I do whatever I can to spoil them so they hang out at my house, because then I don't have to worry about where they are. But anyway, thank you guys. This was so much fun, Marion. I had a great time. Oh, this envelope. When I got this was the last day, and I really, really love this envelope. So I decided that since I was already finished with the book, I wanted to incorporate it. What I did was I added a little cut right here so that this little lip will fit down inside here and stay closed. And I figured that since this was the end of the book, I would just kind of do a little summary of the things that I learned from looking back through the month. Like, I spend too much time with Brighton and I need to spend more time with Brittany. And also I decided to keep some goals for next year, or for next month, excuse me. So I have she made this little trifold. So I just did some goals for next month, and I did some a recap of this month and put it in here so that it would be here. And the only page from the 31-day challenge that I wasn't able to include in the kit is this page. And actually, I have some pictures of my nieces that I think I'm going to go ahead and add, and then I'm just going to throw it in there somewhere. You know, I think I took them like around the 1st of January or something, so I'll throw it up there at the beginning. But anyway, thank you so much, Marion. This has been so much fun. I've had a great time doing it. It's awesome to go back and look at all the stuff and, you know, just really documenting a day-to-day project life, if you will. I absolutely have had a blast. So I can't wait. I know, guys, she's already started February, so go check out her blog. Her downloads are awesome, and the thing I really like about her downloads is that, you know, they're so unique that you could use these over and over again in different projects. You don't have to just use them for this purpose. And a lot of these envelopes, you're probably gonna see them on scrapbook pages and things like that, because I really like them for journal spots. So thank you guys for staying tuned for this long, lengthy video, and I will talk to you guys later.